Hello everybody, my name is Strange Eli, and welcome to another video. As a writer, I suffer from writer's block constantly. There's a lot of times where I have my iPad in front of me and I'm trying to write a screenplay, and I just get to a part and I just can't think of anything to write. Or I can't get further in what I'm doing or anything like that. I can't come up with a new idea. So I'm going to show you a couple methods today which might help you actually get past writer's block. So let's just get right into it. The first one isn't a sort of thing that I made up, but actually Max Landis, famous Hollywood screenwriter, made up, and it's this game called Flip the Premise. And basically what it is you take the premise of a movie and then you readjust the sort of like morals and, of the characters and who is fighting who, and who is like who's more the main character than the other, and it kind of readjusts the idea of the movie and it creates an entirely new one. Since this is a Max Landis idea, I'll take a Max Landis movie, American Ultra. So if you haven't seen the movie, the premise of the movie is that there is this stoner couple, and the main character is this guy named Mike, who is part of this government agency, but he doesn't know it, and he ends up figuring out or kind of developing these amazing fighting techniques, which help him take out these assassins that the government is trying to take on him, so that way they can kill him and sort of eliminate him because he's dangerous, and all this other stuff goes on. But if you haven't seen the movie, I recommend it, so I'm not going to really spoil much for you. But if we flip the premise, we have one guy who works in the government, and he has a government operation in which he has a group of assassins go after this evil stoner who has incredible fighting techniques, and so like, but if you focus it towards more the traditional villain role of American Ultra, and you make him into the hero, then it creates an entirely new story. Anyways, it's a fun game, can help you figure out something to write, can help you figure out a new idea, but also at the same time, it's a lot actually just fun. If you hang out with a bunch of your friends who also know movies, you can kind of play the flip the premise game with your friends, and come up with a bunch of new ideas and new stories that can be very entertaining and very like kind of comical in their sort of like concept. So I highly recommend that game. It's a lot of fun. The second method to get over writer's block, and this is something that hasn't really been created by anyone, it's just sort of something that happens, is creating specific scenes or specific characters that you want to kind of form the whole story around. Like the other day I was in my improv class and we had to sort of use the way that we walk and the way that we kind of carry ourselves to create a character based on that walk. This character that I created was an alien who had come down and he hates humans, but at the same time he's trying to get along in their sort of society and blend in with a certain hatred. So like someone will come by and he'll be like, wow, what a wonderful day, and he'll be like, yes, it is a wonderful day, and like he's trying to learn from the human beings and kind of learn how to adjust and adapt into their society, but at the same time he despises what they are, both in terms of culture, society, and also just as a race. And I think that would be really interesting to turn into a movie. And then also another one would just be like, you can take characters from other established things and sort of like adapt them into your own story. Like the idea of like Azrael, which was done in like a movie like Dogma, where you have this very like vengeful angel type who wants to kill humans and kill sinners, and so like, and you can have this sort of basically apocalypse movie where this mad angel with a giant flaming sword comes down and is smiting people, and his idea of like justice is fucked up, so he just kills people. Like he just will kill people even if they did something really small, or if, like you said the Lord's name in vain or something like that. Like there's a lot of options there in terms of like what you can kind of mold the story around. And lastly, just before I go, I want to give you guys some motivation tips. I know that these are like really like basic and everyone knows these, and these are said a million times, but I highly recommend just like going for a walk, read a book. I was reading this book, and one of the author is a screenwriter, and he said that the number one key to becoming a better writer is not to write, but it is to read. And I fully agree with that. And I'm not gonna sit here and say that like, oh yeah, I'm reading books, X amount of books a week, because I'm not. I'm a really bad reader. But when I did read regularly, I noticed that my writing was better, and I've sort of like learned from that, and so now that's my new like baseline, I guess. Do something that inspires you. For me, I get inspired when I see other people doing artistic things or doing things with their bodies. So like I get inspired when I watch people work out when I go to the gym, or if someone's drawing something, or if someone's painting, or if someone's reading, or if someone's doing something creative or fun or physical. I get inspired by them because it's like I can take things from them and put them in my own writing or lifestyle. Anyways guys, so that's going to be the end of this video. If you guys liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If they bring back the rating system, go ahead and go to 5 stars, but we don't know if they won't. Any more tips that you have, put them down in the comments below. Don't forget to check out my Instagram. I have a Tumblr too if you guys are interested in that. Anyways guys, I will talk to y'all later. Bye bye.